Hello students, welcome back to the class. During the last class we have discussed about history and the concept of civilization. In the last class we have discussed about what is the concept of civilization. Okay, first this concept of civilization we have discussed that it was started in the city Greeks. Okay, whatever the concept or whatever the concept of knowledge, civilization, democracy, whatever the concept if you say mainly derived from the Greek country. But when the civilization concept was first, it was there in Greeks only. But in the Greeks also, not all the people who are living in the country, okay, were given citizenship concept. Okay, this citizenship concept was mainly developed in Greeks. Okay, Greek civilization. So that citizenship concept was mainly developed in the Greeks, but not all the people were given citizenship. Only few peoples were considered as citizenship of the particular country. People who are living in Greeks, men, they were considered as citizenship. But women and slaves were never considered as citizenship. So children in the ancient time, importance were not given to the women. Okay, more importance were given to man only. Okay, and that's why women and slaves were never considered as citizenship of the country. In Greeks civilization, mainly during the war, whenever the rulers, when they will participate in a war, they conquer different type of slaves, and these slaves they used to sail in the city only. But slaves will never be given as a citizenship rights. Citizenship rights were never given to slaves. Same thing in the Roman also, they used to differentiate between the citizens as well as the conqueror. In the Roman country also we can find they used to differentiate. Citizenship rights were given to only the people who lived in the Roman country for a long period of time, but for the slaves citizenship rights were completely excluded to the slaves. So this is one point. Now when we are talking about the point citizenship were quietly centralized concept we can find. So this citizenship concept was mainly developed all over the world. Particularly in 18th century this was widely developed in America as well as France. Okay. Now everybody are given citizenship rights. What is the difference between the old and modern thought? In the old thinking citizenship rights were given to only few. Rights were there. But in the modern time citizenship rights were extended to all the people. Okay. So rights were there before also, now also. Difference is only one thing. In the ancient time, either if you see fundamental rights or citizenship concept, okay, only few section of people used to get the rights, but now the rights were completely extended to all the section of the people. Now come to the point from 1920 onwards, if you see the impact, okay, under the impact of women's suffrage, an idea of equality have greatly developed. Okay, during the which period? During the period of 1920. So the women's suffrage, women's people, they started demanding the rights, and they started demanding idea of equality was greatly developed among women, because already I said you citizenship during that time. Okay, even in some countries will have active citizenship. Citizenships were also classified into two types. One is active and passive. Active only men. Men were considered as active citizenship because they have right to vote. So during the concept in 1920, women's also started demanding that they should also be given right to vote, and same idea which the man is enjoying the rights, the equal right should be given to women's also. The concept of equality was greatly developed in man and woman. Now I will go forward. Now if you see that a new system started developing, okay, and that is even due to this system the woman nationality is not getting affected after marriage. Even after marriage, now mainly that depends upon woman to which citizenship she wanted to acquire. Women citizenship will never affect. It's not compulsory that she have to acquire the husband citizenships only. It's not like that. Okay, now that depends upon woman which citizenship she wanted to take it. Always the women are denoted with the husband name, but now women can be denoted by the father name also. Okay, that is one point. And if you see that and these new systems will never affect the citizenship of rights which are women's citizenships will never be affected. Okay, women can take whatever the citizenship she wanted to acquire, she have a right. Women can take any type of citizenship if she want. Even though suppose after getting married, if she left the country and if she settled in other country, whatever the country she have left, that citizenship she will acquire. Her citizenship will not be affected. Even after getting married, a new idea and the new concept was developed recently, that even after getting married also, if the woman settled in some other country also, the previous citizenships will not be affected. This is the point. Okay. So before, in the olden days, what used to have, that women whenever along with the husband, when she is going to any other country and when she is settling there in other country, she have to acquire that citizenship only. But now a new rights were developed, that even though if the women are migrating, okay, her citizenships will not be affected. This is a very good concept. Next, resulting, if you see that mixed marriages from different countries are doing the marriage, and sometimes situations are getting complicated, particularly in terms of national status and mixed system, which is quietly devised. Okay, that was completely solved. Before, they have a lot of complications, okay, regarding nationality, regarding citizenship, but now whatever the concept and whatever the complications are there, it was completely solved. Everybody are making stresses, all the people are making stresses that women and children should be given free of choice. Whatever the choice they wanted to select, they should be given free choice to select any type of citizenship. So here also everybody are making, stressing that if women and children, if they wanted to accept any type of citizenship, they have a right. Okay, whatever the related citizenship, if they wanted to accept it, they have a right. So that is one point. So here what we have understand about the history and the concept of citizenship. Already we have seen that the concept of citizenship is one of the oldest concept, and this was mainly developed in the old city and the towns of Greeks. During the time, the Greeks is a place where the starting period of renaissance take place, rebirth, spreading of knowledge have took place in the Greeks only. Okay, they have developed number of theories, okay, and practical. In one of the concept like citizenship was also greatly developed in Greeks. Now, and they were followed also. In the Greeks, immense different type of populations used to be there before that point, and citizenship rights were given to only few section of the people. In Greeks, men and women and slaves were never treated as citizenship. Women and slaves were not given the rights of citizenship. Similarly, in the Roman civilization also the same concept. In the Roman society also, citizenships were divided. Okay, but citizenships were given to only men, but conquerors in the Roman civilization, whatever the conquerors like slaves, they never treated as citizenship of that particular country. And the citizenship rights were greatly extended during 18th century in America and France. These rights were greatly developed. 1920, when we are talking that some few concepts of the ideas have greatly developed. One is called women's suffrage, and idea of equality have greatly developed during the 1920. Women's suffrage means voting rights, and idea of equality was highly developed. Okay, and this equality between the men and women greatly developed. A new system started developing. According to this new system, the women nationality will not be affected after marriage. Even the women nationality and the women citizenships will not be affected after marriage. Resulting, nowadays we can find, due to the mixed marriages, sometimes the complications are getting arise in status of national status, but the problem was completely solved. Okay, the new system has solved the problem. Everybody are making stresses that more important should be children and women should be given freedom of choice. They can able to select any citizenship, okay, which they belong. Okay, if they have two citizenship, if they wanted to select any one citizenship, they have that rights. Okay, this is one point. So children, what we have discussed about the concept of citizenship. When we are discussing about India, we are having only one citizenship, Indian citizenship. Whatever the states we are living, whatever the countries, means within the territories, wherever the states if you go, we have only one citizenship, and that is citizenship of India. Why we have selected one citizenship? So that we can able to promote unity among ourselves. So to promote unity among ourselves, we have developed only one single citizenship, which is called a single citizenship of the country. Okay. So we will meet you in the next class. We will discuss with a new topic in the next class. Okay, children, we will meet you in the next class with new topic. Thank you very much, everybody.